Before I go on any further, could you please just introduce yourself and tell us your title and exactly what your role is, please?
Thank you very much, Diane, and thanks for inviting me. My name is Cathrine Lund. I'm the Associate Director of Quality Governance at NELFT, and I'm also the Chair of our Ethnic Minority Network.
Excellent. Sounds like a massive role, Cathrine. Yeah.
It keeps me very busy.
Yes, a vast role. Anyway, I'll just get on with our first question, and that is, what does Black History Month mean to you, please?
Over the years, I've been part of our celebrations of Black History Month. For me, it's a time to recognize, appreciate, salute. I mean, this month, it's about saluting our sisters. And throughout all the years since I've been part of this work, it is about that recognition of people that have gone before us, of people that have fought, that have struggled to bring our concerns to the forefront, and by their own selfless actions, helped us to be where we are today. So for me, Black History Month is about recognizing those people, about thanking them, about appreciating, but also about reminding ourselves that we too can make a difference. This month, as I said, it's all about women. And obviously, we know that the role of a woman is extremely important. And as we go through the month, I'm hoping that we can showcase some of the wonderful work that Black women around the world have done, but also our Black women within NELFT, our leaders, our colleagues who are working tirelessly on this agenda and in their clinical roles to support the communities and the wider organization on a whole.
Excellent. Absolutely. Yes, I'm there with you, Cathrine. Anyway, my next question is this. Were there any barriers or challenges that you had to overcome to get to where you are today? But also, if you did, what were those barriers and how did you overcome these?
Do you know, Diane, I think keeping in mind the theme for this year's Black History Month, I think one of my biggest challenge as a woman, not necessarily as a Black woman, as a woman, was around having a career, following my dreams, but also being a mother, being a wife, being a sister, being a friend. I think sometimes we don't realize how much expectation is on us as an individual. And the challenge for me, because you want to be the best at everything that you are doing, don't you? And sometimes we can give and give so much that we have nothing left to give. So I think for me, it was around recognizing my limitations, recognizing that I need to have something in me in order for me to give in the first place, but also around recognizing that I shouldn't put limits on myself because I am a woman or because I am a Black woman. So there's nothing that says I cannot be a good mother because I have a demanding career. There's nothing that says I cannot be a good wife because I have a demanding career, or a daughter, or a sister. And for me, a woman in today's society, a Black woman in today's society, a senior leader, somebody who wants to affect change, somebody who wants to be there for others. It is about recognizing that you're human, being kind to yourself, but also keep going. You know, don't give up. Don't allow who you are or where you're coming from to limit where you can go. Because my life is an example, and I have seen many other examples that you can achieve whatever you put your mind to achieve.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Cathrine. And just reminding us about the importance of self-care and being kind to ourselves.
Absolutely. We need to be. We do. As women, we tend to forget that at times, don't we? We just go and go and go, but we do need to remember that.
Yes. Anyway, Cathrine, who is or was the biggest inspiration in your life, please?
My biggest inspiration was my mom. So sadly, I lost my mom around 6 years ago. But when
Sorry
she
to
was
hear that.
alive, and even now, I have always said, and I would always say, that she has made the biggest impacts on my life. Now, my mom is the one who instilled in me this belief in myself. My mom, from a very early age, taught me that there's no one else um, better than me. You know, there's no one else because of where they were born or what culture they coming from that is better than me. You know, she taught me that we all have something to contribute. And it's not about elevating yourself above others. It's about recognizing your own value. So my mom taught me to value myself. She taught me to know what I had to bring to the table and to ensure that others knew what I was bringing to the table. So I would never have to take a back seat, or I would never have to downplay who I am to make somebody else feel comfortable about themselves. Now, to have taught myself and my sisters what being a strong woman is, while being a single parent was no simple feat. My mom had to work really, really hard. And by looking at her, by listening to her, by observing her, I too knew that I can be that person. You know, I said earlier around barriers and challenges that
Yeah.
I don't believe there's anything that I can't do if I put my head to it. And I got that from my mum. So she's someone that I would always, even now when I come across challenges, I hear her voice. I think about the advice that she used to give to me, and I imagine what she would be saying to me now. When I achieve anything, she's the first person I think of because I wish she was here for me to share that with her. So even if she's not here in person, she'll always be a part of who I am. She would always be my biggest inspiration.
Thank you. What a wonderful legacy that she has left,
Absolutely.
wonderful legacy.
Absolutely.
So, Catherine, my final question is this. What advice would you give your younger self and also share with any students from the BAME community today, please?
I keep saying it. I think I've started saying it, Diane, from the time we started speaking. Don't limit yourself. If you dream it, know that you can achieve it. Don't give up on your dreams. Even if you had to sidestep for any reasons, like my journey was never always straight and direct. Sometimes I had to divert and come back. One of the things I always do is I reflect. I keep a little journal. I know where I am coming from, where I need to be going. And whether in my personal life or my professional life, I keep a track of that. I know where I want to be in a year's time or 2 years' time. I know where I want my career to end because I think it's really important to know where you want to be going so that you can plot that day by day, week by week, year by year. So, to my younger self, I think I would say be kinder to yourself because I don't think I was always as kind to myself as I should have been. And to young ladies today, I would say the same thing. Don't give up on your dreams. Be kind to yourself. Learn to reflect. If you don't reflect, you can never improve because it's reflection that help us to improve our position. So reflect. Recognize your areas of strengths, but also your weaknesses. Recognize the areas that you need to strengthen in yourself. Just know that none of us are perfect, but it doesn't make you a bad person. And always, always, always reach for the highest star, not even the closest one, but the highest one, because you can achieve it. There's nothing standing in your way and your dreams apart from yourself.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you for those wonderful inspirational words that I'm sure that
Thank
any of our
you.
students or whoever's listening will be challenged by today, because I know I have been. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Diana. It was lovely catching up with you. Please continue to enjoy Black History Month, and let us continue lifting each other up. And as your screensaver is saying, salute. Let us continue to salute each other, because we all have something to bring. And you are awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely.